This week's episode of the Deck Chair Numbs podcast is brought to you by a packet of skips and a trip to Primark. Now, Connor, you know, one of the big things that's going on these days with the cost of living crisis, and a lot of people can't afford to go on holidays. Mm-hmm. A lot of people now, a lot of women in particular, are wiping their fannies and pants, selling them. It's a great wee money maker, and well done the sisters for doing it. But, what if you don't have a vagina? Well, I've got just the thing for you. A packet of skips and a trip to Primark. You got people of all genders now selling their vaginal scents. I'm doing it. Connor's doing it. We're going to Tenerife for a fortnight together. So if you go to www.apacketofskips and a trip to Primark.com/yum, you can get it. Fuck it now. Play the intro. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers? You're very welcome back to another, a brand spanking new studio. We've got a new look, we've got a new vibe. You're all very welcome back to the Deck Chair Numbs podcast.
We're on a desk.
It's been a while. Not going to lie to you. This paint's brand new. I think it's sticking to my arms.
Yeah.
This chair is a bit too fucking...
Yeah. I can't lift my arms because they're stuck to the table.
If you're watching this on Patreon, you want to see my impression of the last minutes of the Titanic? Whoa!
Don't mention Titanic this week. Whoa! Jesus.
Wait, what happened to Titanic? Is it back?
No, the wee submarine, no. It's missing.
There's a submarine, I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Under the water.
I think it might be.
If it's flying, then it's... So why?
4-hour journey to get there and a 4-hour journey back, and they only have a couple of days worth of oxygen, so...
How long have they been away?
At this stage I think it's over 48 hours, so they're pretty much close to the end.
That's why you don't book Ryanair, folks.
Yep. Ryanair subs.
Ryan Water. That's why you don't do it. Do you mean you should know better by now?
Yeah.
Maybe it's all the souls of the people. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe they find...
Maybe it's just 1,000 ghosts going, there was enough room in the door, you can't.
Maybe they find Leo DiCaprio.
What the
fuck is Leo? No, Varadkar wouldn't be down there. He goes down, but not to the ocean.
Connor Keys, that's...
To Dublin.
Fair enough. Good save. Well done. So we should say thank you very much to... who was it that made the studio? Do you know?
So Emma Dollybird. Dollybird Interiors.
Real name?
Emma Miller.
Of the Tyrone Dollybirds.
The Tyrone Dollybirds.
Her father was a Dollybird, her mother was a Dollybird. Jesus, the grandfather, he was from Dollybird, that boy. Jesus. You want to see him strutting down Oma High Street?
Oh, Jesus, he's a wild man.
There's Charles Dollybird there.
The feathers on him like a peacock.
Oh, Jesus, he was like a peacock.
So thank you to Emma, who's done a great job, because none of us two have any fucking idea.
None of us two implicates that there's more than two people.
No, none of us two.
Neither of us.
You're in Tyrone.
None of us. You're in the UK, so speak English.
Neither of us.
There you go, attaboy.
Have any idea?
No call for a lack of decorum, Connor, these days, you know.
Especially when we've got so much decorum around us. Look at that.
Look at the decorum. We've got, for anyone who can see, if you just go to my camera, obviously we've got a picture of my dad.
Yeah.
Just remember where it came from. And whoever the fuck that is over behind Connor.
That's my niece.
Your niece would get it. Your niece would get it.
Miyagi and Marla. That's Marla Singer from Fight Club.
Oh, why?
Yeah. And
you can't talk about her, though?
No.
Bet Miyagi'd beat the fuck out of her, too.
He wouldn't.
Take her bra off with chopsticks. Just two Marla ditties, just dong dong. Miyagi'd be all... Front punch, hey! Each ditty, hey! Hey! Like that. And then she'd be like, oh my God, what kind of belt are you wearing? And he's like, a black belt.
What?
A black belt.
Oh, right, okay.
That's how he says it in the film.
Does it, right?
That's exactly how he fucking says it.
Wouldn't say exactly.
It's exactly... No, he didn't use an L, to be honest with you. But I wasn't going to do that. Because we're in a new studio, it's a new me.
It's a new mix.
I'm a different person now.
It's a new Deck Chair Numbs.
Yeah, new Deck Chair Numbs.
Yeah.
Swivel chair and swivel chair.
Yeah. We're now on a desk. And you can't see my belly.
I'm also...
No, actually, I asked the joiner to bring the height of the table up to the level of where my curve in the belly is to try and hide it.
Which is why the table's bent, if you can see it in the wide shot. That would have been a straight table. If it wasn't for fat chops over there. I'm only joking. I love fat shaming my friends. I don't mean it. You're a sexy man.
What the worst thing is fucking true.
It's not at all. I mean, my belly's nowhere near it.
Yeah, mine's is tucked right on there. She's fitting in nicely.
I had my first experience the other day. Where was I? I was in the trains in the Enterprise, coming up from Dublin, and I had my first experience in a while where it wasn't an issue to pull the wee table in over my belly. Lost a wee bit of timber. Knocked a wee bit of it off.
Hello, Jim's working.
I did also, I should mention, I double dropped my post-workout protein shake before I came here. So if at any point I just stop talking and run to the nearest bathroom, it's because I'm going to shit myself.
Well, let's hope you go to the bathroom, because normally you do it on the podcast. So
I don't normally do it in the podcast. I've never shit myself on a podcast. I've been close.
well, let me tell you, there's been a few times where it smelled like you had.
No, my farts don't smell.
They actually don't. You know, I'm really quite surprised considering the volume and the the veracity of them.
They're comedy farts, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm comedy through and through. I've got funny bones and a funny arsehole.
You do.
I mean,
Very, very funny, yeah.
my arsehole's actually octagonal.
Right?
8 edges.
Excellent.
Or the edges have been 8. Huh? Talking about anal lingus. Not to be confused with our lingus.
Have you had it?
No, never. And I wouldn't. We've talked about this many, many times.
No, I don't think me and you had this conversation.
About getting bums licked. You're telling me and you've been doing a podcast maybe 3 years and I haven't told you my absolute disgust. Not at the act, but it's somebody approaching me with their tongue ajar, their mouth agape, towards my anus.
No, I don't think you've told me. You're
fuck off, you.
Would you?
I'd say fuck off.
well, I would do it too, just out of pure just courtesy.
I couldn't let anybody near it. I couldn't let a doctor near it.
No.
Jeez, I told you before. I looked at it one time and it looked back at me.
No.
It had teeth.
You need a fucking strummer to get mind. No.
When I wipe my bum, sometimes I can hear it going nom 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 nom. And I don't know what's back there, but I'm afraid to look. Do you know what I mean? Me looking at my own anus is like when a child comes into their parents' bedroom and goes, there's something under the bed. I think what's under the bed, under the child's bed, is my anus. That's what's been under your kid's bed. My hungry wee bum. Nom, 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 nom.
I would class it much like my cock. I haven't seen it in a while. Do you look at it often?
My anus?
Yeah.
Not for a while. Now, the last time I looked at it, did scare me.
Right. That's why I'm afraid to look.
I pulled my cheeks apart. I really wanted to have a proper look. I thought I had hemorrhoids, and I pulled my cheeks apart to have a proper look up against the mirror.
Right.
And when I pulled my cheeks apart, my arsehole went, ugly motherfucker. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, get to the if it bleeds, we can kill it, but it's not bleeding right now.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You didn't have hemorrhoids.
It wasn't hemorrhoids. No, it was something else. It only happens in the hot years. The villagers always talk about it. Terrible months of the devil. They call him El Diablo se mueve de todos.
El Diablo de grapes.
Yeah. That's my. I don't know. I think if the day ever comes where I have some sort of proper anal problem,
yeah,
I'll just have to fucking. I'll just get into one of them wee canoes like a Viking who just push me out.
Yeah.
And I'll just
shoot a fucking flame
shoot
out.
it. Yeah. And then no doubt my arsehole will catch it. Like that, spit it back,
blow it out.
Like that. Yeah. How did Lurgan burn to the ground, Daddy? Funny story.
But here's the thing. So yours, like, so
I can't believe we got this brand new fancy studio. We're straight into asshole talk. By the way, this has been annoying me the entire time. That's better. Fuck it, Tories. There we go.
I was waiting to see. I knew it would happen. Peace for us. Fuck them, sort of thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not using.
No, but I mean,
Tories. Pure Tory.
Yeah, that's for you.
Fuck.
But I know we thought we were going to set a new standard.
You could technically keep it like that and be like, hello, ladies. Sorry. Go on ahead.
I was going to say we set a new standard, but then you just let the whole thing down. But that's why I want, you would have, there would be manscaping been done down there.
Not in the bum.
So that's what I'm saying. Where do you stop?
Just
do you go just like to the hips, or do you go like?
No, it's just the pelvic region and around the dick and balls area.
Your groins, as my wife said.
Yeah, around my groins. I did once.
Two of them. Like,
I did once, full blown shave my entire ass, right. and crack and everything. Oh, got a wild one ingrowing hair. Very, very sore. Very, very sore.
Don't know why you would do that.
It was, yeah, like, do you know when it popped? It was like, do you know when the predator gets its own blood in its face? I was in the movie Predator. I knew Arnold Schwarzenegger. My name is Jesse Ventura. So So since then, I haven't shaved my bum. I have thought about getting it waxed. I would love to get.
So you just like what I mean? Big fucking razor shaved it?
No, it was just a trimmer, but it was still enough to fuck it up.
Oh right, okay.
And it's. I would love to get a full wax done just to see if I could handle it,
Aye.
and two, because I'm at that age now, I want to see how far my scrotum goes before it comes off.
That'd be. I would imagine it's like for me if it was tended to. Mm-hmm. You know when you tidy up a garden, you're going fuck.
You need a weed whacker.
I didn't even know that was there.
I
would be the guy. I'd be like, fuck, I didn't know.
You'd find the ball you forgot about.
I was like, Jesus Christ, there's the half of that deck chair I was looking for. You.
Yeah, no, you'd find a ball that says like Mitre on the front of it. You don't even make them anymore. You don't know them balls that said World Cup champion. Remember them? Blowaways. Boom. Fucking.
It'll always land in somebody's garden.
Aye,
we had
you
one.
would put it straight ahead of you. It would just go behind you like a booming ball, a boomerang.
We used to get one from one of the local lads. Brian used to. It wasn't good at spelling. His name's Brian, but the ball used to come in all the time. And like, there's Brian's ball again. Fuck me.
Making fun of dyslexia since 1984. You piece of shit. Piece of fucking shit.
God forgive you.
When were you born? You weren't born in 84, were you?
No, I wasn't.
81?
81, yeah.
Old. Born before Ninja Turtles, that's a fucking...
But able to appreciate them when they came out.
That's a good point, in fairness.
You know what I mean?
Right, in fairness.
Right. Prime time, like. Simpsons and Turtles were the two things of my...
But then you did miss the Power Rangers. Oh yeah!
I did miss the Power Rangers. But I had younger brothers for them to watch it enough to annoy the shit out of me. So yeah, I hate the fuck.
You didn't get to play Power Rangers though?
No.
See, Power Rangers...
Ours was wrestling.
See, oh yeah, fair enough.
And then the problem was, because I've always been a big unit, right? So I'm the eldest of four. Mm-hmm. So the other three took on me. And
so the rest of Megazord in Power Rangers?
Well, ultimately, but did the Megazord have
Make my monster grow?
Well, no, did the Megazord have to do it on his knees? I wasn't allowed.
That's whatever the Megazord does on the weekends is up to Megazord. You know what I mean?
That was the debate between the three brothers. No, you have to be on your knees. I wasn't allowed to stand up and fight because I was so big. I would bit them.
Fair enough.
So I had to fight all three of them off on my knees with cushions. And
still win?
Always.
I never took the time, quite embarrassing. Me and my sister were having a fucking quite aggressive martial arts based pillow fight.
Ooh, the best kind too.
Yeah. Do you know the ones you're really getting fucking like really fucking fighting each other, but we're still good crack. Mm-hmm. And I was a wee bit too old to be fucking having pillow fights with my sister.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize three girls that I went to school with, who I was quite attracted to one of them, walked past our house, and because of the way the blinds were, you could just see the silhouette of me and my sister having a full blown Buffy the Vampire based. I should have mentioned we were playing Buffy the Vampire. I was Angel, obviously, because I'm not a girl. And it wasn't Angel because they ride. I was either. It doesn't matter what we're fighting each other.
Okay, you're fighting. And
a load of girls in my school were like, we walked past your house last night, and there was a cacophony of shadows. And I was like, I'm Amanda Arrow, and I had a thing of Michael Jordan on a train in case a burglar came. I didn't want to be. I got caught, and that's why I didn't lose my virginity at the age of 19.
Lying bastard.
But what the fuck are we talking about? Anal shaving.
Anal shaving. I said that, but I mean, it's something we may need. I don't think it's something we could video, but we could do together.
I'll say this to you, Connor Keys. I have once typed that into YouTube, and I have seen a man get his entire area waxed. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like fun.
No, I wouldn't imagine so.
For two reasons. Mm-hmm. One, doesn't look like fun. Mm-hmm. Two, the man had a hammer on him, and it made me feel very inadequate.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought to myself, I might grow more hair on it to cover it up, like you're trying to set a trap for a mongoose.
Well, that's sort of the rationale behind my little sort of enclave.
Your little garden area.
Yeah, well
the allotment.
The shrubbery, I like to call it.
Or the not allotment.
The shrubbery beside my chubbery.
Well done. That's very good.
Oh,
come on now, what else have we got? Come on, think. Greenhouse. No. Come on. Fuck.
No.
Nah, I got nothing.
I got a hoe. That's not
in
good.
One area code. So yeah, if you're out there and if you do want to wax me or Connor's arseholes, feel free.
We do know a few waxers in our patronage.
Oh, you got waxers in the patrons?
I think so. I think we have a few beauty therapist people.
Jesus Christ. I noticed they haven't contacted us for
so, yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't.
Imagine me and you come in here next week, just moved about the gym.
Two of us not able to sit down.
itchy like fuck. Like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, no, keep going. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's itchy.
That's it. Then. That's it.
Don't you have an itchy arse when you're wee and you're wearing jeans? Mm-hmm. Did you ever get itchy bums when you were wee because you hadn't cleaned your bum properly?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Still get them as an adult. That hot weather, chafing and and debris
Fuck.
don't go well together.
I've
mate.
missed you. Chafing and debris. That's a great name for an 80s band. Don't you wipe me, baby. Don't you wipe me. Oh. State of me. State of me. Who am I? And the video is just animated underpants singing.
And an asshole comes in for that.
I know there's definitely, I think I've talked about it with Aaron McCann before, there's definitely a point in a man's life, especially, where you go, white underpants aren't happening anymore.
Oh,
And grey ones in the summer. can't be
grey
done.
ones any time now. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh, I can't do the grey ones.
No,
Because I am a sweaty man. And there's something about grey pants when I see that accumulation.
And after dribbles as well is another problem. Not good on white or grey.
What I've realised
black,
now,
let's be honest.
as I'm getting older now, I've realised that can't wear khaki anymore.
Right. Okay.
Because for some reason, I'll tell you what happened. When I was in Australia, I bought these like khaki combat style sort of like tracksuit bottoms, right? Thought comfy for the plane,
Yes.
plenty of pockets. Do you know what I mean? So you've got your passport in one, your sneaky in-flight vape in the other. I always take my own headphones and an aux lead.
Whoa. What do you mean sneaky in-flight vape? Do you vape on a plane?
No, I don't vape. Get these goddamn vapes with these motherfucking planes. I don't vape on a plane. Crazy? You think I'm Sam Jackson? I'm not going to vape on a plane, you nuts.
I assume you're not allowed to vape on a plane.
You're not allowed to vape. They'll tell you at the start, don't fucking vape in this plane.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Said no smoking, no
Yeah,
vaping,
okay.
don't be eating peanuts, and
Wash your hands.
wash your hands. I was going to make a 9/11 joke, but I couldn't think of one, so thank you for jumping in there, because it might have got weirdly racist, and I wouldn't
Could
have
have
meant it,
got pretty bad.
because I'm
like,
a hippie, you all know that. But, yeah, you can't vape on a plane.
I assumed that, but then I wonder what the sneakiness was. Have you done a
Blow it
wee?
in the toilet.
Have you done a toilet one?
Toilet vape? No. To be honest, I can get through a flight with no nicotine.
So I was just wondering when you said there's sneaky. I was like, oh, do you need
Were you going to
that
ask me if
bad?
I ever had a wank on a plane? Your eyes said you were going to ask me if that had
I
ever
wasn't.
happened.
Have you?
No. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it either.
Couldn't do it. I feel like... Do you know
There's
how...
no wi-
and this is...
there's-
I'm
well,
sorry, we're sorry to lower the tone so early
There's no
on the show.
Wi-Fi. But you couldn't do it.
Exactly, but you can download stuff where you leave. But it's more a case of, I know for a fact that, do you know how, and I don't know if this is the same for all genders, right? But if you're sorting yourself out,
Yeah.
you can do it in record time. Do you know what I mean? Now, you can take your time, absolutely, but sometimes you just need to bust
I
that
think I
nut.
might have set a limit or a record. Like
Oh, I've
like
got
it's-
it. Man,
I got that shit down. Like.
I can bring myself to orgasm like my willy's just a sort of half empty soap. 1, 2, 3, shake, 4,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Wash hands.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? And I know for a fact if I was to try it on a plane, it'd be the one time I wouldn't be able to finish.
You see that?
Do I
would
drive
be
myself
That would
nuts?
be the fear then.
Yeah,
Stage fright.
aye.
What is it? Is it a half-mile high club then? If you just do it yourself?
I've never really thought about it. To be completely honest with you, I've never flown executively enough to have even understood how anybody can do the Mile High Club, because them toilets, one, there's always somebody looking to pish.
I have to
And
reverse
they're
into
tiny.
them.
Yeah, they're tiny.
I can't turn them.
Like unless you're making love to, and I'm sorry to say this, either a child or a midget.
I don't think you can say either of these days.
You can't say child. I think you can.
Okay, maybe the
Yeah.
other one.
Oh, you can't say.
No. But
What are you supposed to call them now? Is it dwarf now?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's actually little people.
Well, dwarf is more acceptable. What I mean is than the other. Little people is the Isn't it? Because there's something about, isn't it? Marks and Spencer's got rid of midget gems or something, or
Aaron Butler's got
renamed
great
midget
material,
gems.
but
or
there's
something,
definitely there's a point. See, this is where
we need to have a list.
yeah, but also this is the kind of situation where this is where we get in trouble, because we're men of a certain age. Obviously, I'm a certain age. You're certainly a different age, but there's certain aspects of our vocab and lexicon that I think we should be allowed to talk about. To make midget sounds a wee bit cuter.
I
You
would
fucking midget. Awful.
awful, but
But
I also
you fucking anything.
yeah, but
you
I
know-
also genuinely think dwarf is worse than midget.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Dwarf makes you think of Snow White,
Doesn't make me think it's no White.
doesn't it?
Makes me think of that time I joined the Mile High Club. Derry to Glasgow, man. It was, it was tight going, but I got it done. Like, he loved it. He was grumpy at the start and happy at the end. 15
sir.
love.
Good to be back. It's fucking good to be back. Eh?
That's terrible. But no, it is because I think there's been a load of comedians do that thing about like little people does sound patronising. And then do you know what? If you are someone who is one of the, give us a shout and let us know what you prefer.
Yeah, because
And we'll fight your corner for you. Because as you know, we're just talking shit and we're fucking supportive of everybody.
yeah. Well, but
Please
here's
don't hit me.
that is the reality. You do want to be correct,
Yeah,
because you don't
totally.
want to fucking be.
It is a
Not
way-
even that you want to be accused of anything. You genuinely don't want to upset anybody. You
Aye.
just want to- yeah, but
Like it's that thing when people go political correctness is gone mad. It's actually not that hard to just go, oh, right, you say that instead.
yeah,
Grand.
just to learn it. Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like when people go, Michael, and I go, call me Mickey. And they go, all right, no problem.
Yeah.
Same thing.
yeah.
Hey, midget, call me little person. Gotcha.
Even for
Did you hear that gurgle?
is that the protein on the way?
Protein's kicking in, boys. This is going to be a disaster. Keep talking, Connor.
Oh no. Brand new seats. Too. Where are you waiting out? He's gone.
There's something in them trees, and it ain't no man. Sorry.
That's it.
By the way, if you're not paying for Patreon, you missed out on some fantastic mime.
Some unreal memories.
I'm classically trained.
Your time in France has really paid off.
Gracias.
So what was it? Yes.
What were we talking
so
about?
We were talking about assholes, but
Midgets, Connor. Some of them are sorry. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't take him anywhere these days. He goes one Ralph Lauren shirt and he thinks he's a fucking big lad. Fuck me, you want to play the golf next, are you?
oh, is that the way it is?
I'm gonna go to the golf course.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna play golf, the best golf you've ever seen.
Okay. Getting
Well,
fashion.
you do look nice.
Fashion abuse from Mickey Bartlett. Like
It's not fashion abuse, it's fashion advice.
advice.
Yeah.
Right. The faces don't wear that top.
No, it's nice, it is nice, isn't it? Oh, it is lovely.
Fuck up. So
No, it is genuinely, I think it's a nice colour, isn't it? No, seriously. It is. And it's slimming. It is very. No, I'm not even joking. I do think it looks nice. It genuinely does look nice.
Lick
Doesn't
the
it?
sweat
I'm being
from
fucking dead serious. It looks lovely.
Along the sweat.
No,
and lick it.
Connor, learn to take a compliment, right? I think that it's nice. I think that what the collar's doing for your neck profile is like very nice. I think it really shows off your clavicle, and I think you look fantastic.
Is that not a bell?
No, what clavicle?
What's a clavicle?
Nothing. What's a clavicle with you?
Ah, good. I haven't seen a clavicle in a long time. That's why I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
it is.
don't even have a neck.
West
Told you I could measure for a suit, didn't I?
Yeah. What's your measurements?
18.5 inches. Man. What's yours?
19.
Half an inch between that. The fuck?
How is that possible?
I'm pretty sure you measure my waist.
Like I have to be 5-6 stone heavier than you.
What do you weigh?
I'll be 21 nearly. 21 next month.
I'll be 21 July.
21 July.
Well, I'm
20 and a half, 21, yeah.
because I'm 16.
Yeah, it's about 5 stone. And there's only 1 inch
One
difference
inch,
in
half an
neck.
inch. If I'm 18 and a half, you're
19 and a half.
oh, you're 19 and a half. All right. Very
Well.
upset. I remember when I was a 15 and a half
The
inch
way,
neck.
I,
Like,
the way I would look at him, I guess you're a tank. You've built your, you've done that Tom Hardy thing. You built up your neck.
That's what it is,
to
is
that
them
point.
muscles there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just they're included in the measurements.
Yeah.
You see?
That's absolutely why. Yeah, I find certain things difficult,
Yeah.
like looking behind me, or picking up a child,
Yes.
or
Or what? Sorry.
oh, what?
Huh?
What? Somebody say something. What happened?
We're going to have to go. I told him this, so it's okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's
it,
bad. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just being silly. No, but I was infuriated because it turns out I'm only a 35-inch waist. I'm a weird shaped person.
You are a very weird
Right?
person.
Because, waist 32, 34, 36. Mm-hmm. My exact waist measurement's 35. Mm-hmm. Right? My exact leg measurement, because leg measurements goes 30, 32, 34, 31 a bit. Mm-hmm. Right? So technically, I am allowed to say a midget. when you think about the measurements, I think I might be one.
So, but no, you can't get on man. Your legs. You can get 29 leg, 31 leg.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I do now. And the shirt, because again, tiny dinosaur arms. So the shirt I look like fucking a ghost from a Christmas Carol. Ooh, just these big fucking. I look like, what do you call your man used to decorate house? Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. Like that. Yeah. I'm like Meatloaf in that video for I'll Do Anything for Love. Like Mozart walking about like fucking stupid cuffs.
Told you to go.
And the shirt still doesn't button.
Told you to go to D. Graham. Go and get a tailor.
I went to fucking Bogarts, my good friend Johnny Bow from Bogarts.
Oh yes, okay.
He sorted me out.
But they're not tailors, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, took it all in. And took the sleeves up, took the fucking thing up. Laughed at my neck.
Took 7 inches off the
Sorry,
sleeves.
yeah. I remember it was after he'd measured my neck and he went up with the tape measure where he had to do it like Indiana Jones's whip.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you just got measured first. I didn't know they were making the suit for you.
Well, they didn't make it for me. They just,
So
I picked the suit.
They amended one to.
Still
yeah.
tailoring.
Yeah.
Tailored to my...
No, but what they did was they took a normal man shirt and then they had to amend it for a freaky man. You know what
They
I mean?
didn't amend the shirt at all. They just sent me away with the shirt. It was the jacket and the
The
trousers.
jacket
they amended.
trousers. I mean, they had amended. They're built for normal.
It says,
shape.
Mick, listen, you've got short legs and there's too much dick in that for them trousers. They had to add an extra leg. There's a wee fucking
we
royal
tuck
blue
thing, is it?
pleated thing. People going like, what's going on there? Have you got a crutch in there? And I go, well, it is a crutch in many ways. Yeah, I do lean on it when I'm sleeping. It's like a kickstand. It's not true.
It'll leave you with a limp.
Absolutely not true. It's a wee nubbin. Do you know how small my dick and balls are these days? I no longer dress to the left or right. I just dress.
I've never done that.
It just stays there.
It just stays there, yeah. Now, in fairness, I do have to decide which side that's
Do
happening.
you go dick one balls the other, or do you put them on the one pocket?
Well, no, as age doesn't happen to you because there's 5 years between us. It's not the choice of left or right for the cock. It's left or right for the ball.
Oh, Matt, I told you that the last podcast we did started to happen. I had a hot bath.
Yeah.
Went for a walk about my flat in the nip.
Yeah.
And my leg went, that's the first time we've touched each other. And it was my left bollock.
Touch me.
No, but it was like, it was down my leg. Like, really did freak me out.
Yeah, and that heat too. It kind of goes and
I
just
I can't do it anymore.
I said I'm done.
Aye.
And then they're gone. They're just done there.
It does get to that point in a man's life, and you look at your testicles are going, Mama, it's so hot outside. Do you care for some iced tea, Mr. Bodine? And then you go fuck up, and you peel it off your leg and put it back in your kecks. This has been very toxic. I'm sorry.
It's not toxic.
It's not toxic. It's just two men catching up.
Two men catching up and dealing with the heat. There's wild hate.
It is very warm.
It's very warm.
I went to see my colour to see my ma yesterday. She was looking after my nephew, and my nephew had somehow turned the shower on and got his school uniform soaked.
Oh,
So my mum was changing his clothes. He turned around and looked at me, and he said, "Oh, Michael, you have to change your clothes now." He's not Chinese. It's just he's just cute as shit, and I can't do a good impression of him yet. But I'm working on it. I've only known him 4 years.
Takes time. Takes time.
What he'd seen was my under tit sweat, and he thought that I'd fallen in the bath too. So they're a blessing, aren't
It's
they?
a real thing, ladies.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Ladies, as flat-chested men, you don't know what you're dealing with compared to the suffering us and the ladies have to go through with big ditties.
It's Catholic.
It's not nice.
I do love a big ditty now all the same. Sweaty, dry, scabby,
Doesn't matter.
cold, warm, lukewarm, severed. There you go, boys. Take a points of goals to come. Just baiting a big ditty about the field. It's apocalypse GAA. Do you have the ditty? Do you boys have the ditty for the match? I've got the ditty here, boss. Good man. I'll throw it up. We'll go for it. Who wants to flip this toenail to see who's going first? There's no coins, no currency in the apocalypse.
Pick it up by the nip.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
I had a disaster since I've last seen you, Connor. Right?
Oh no.
So we've only done the one podcast, and I've been back.
Did you back in Australia? Apart from the live one, yeah. Oh no.
So, do you mind how, if you listen to the podcast before and you heard, sometimes you hear us give away industry secrets about show business, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We called out Savile. We knew that.
Andy, Prince Andy, we knew that.
Yeah, Schofield said fuck all, but what a rough idea. I mean, it wasn't really a well kept secret, but I've often said I would never do TV warm up again,
Oh no.
and I got sweet talked, Connor.
They lulled you in, did they?
Sweet talked into doing TV warm up.
Under a false pretense
No.
that you were told you might enjoy it.
No. I just told them how much they were going to pay me, and I said that seems plenty.
Now here's the ultimate question. The question that every single person in showbiz should ask: was it worth it?
No. They could have paid me twice, even thrice. What I
Still
got
wouldn't be
paid,
worth it.
and I wouldn't. I went down to do warm up for a TV show. I don't want to give too much away, but there was two fellas called Johnny hosting it.
Right. Okay.
Great fellas. The TV show itself, if it gets made, fucking fantastic.
Right, okay.
Right. I want to say right now, absolutely no problems with anybody or anything to do with that show. Right. But the studio was in a pub.
Oh.
So I turned up and the entire audience were getting photos of the two Johnnies and I was standing around the corner of the pub with nobody there to watch me. Now, it's been a long time since I've had... Do you know the sensation of nerves you get before a gig where you think, oh fuck, what if I die in a hole? When's the last time you turned up to a gig, looked at the room and went, oh, I'm definitely going to die in my hole? And it's been ages since I've had to face that fucking green mile.
It's been a while for me, except for that more recently it was brought back. Like I told you about Pugs.
Oh, aye.
12 people and a dog.
Aye.
Yeah.
I would have killed for 12 people and a dog. What I got was a woman who was the floor manager of the show who made me stand in front of the audience, first of all. They didn't get to do a big showbiz intro. And she goes, I just do the health and safety now. If there's a fire, just go for the exits here and here. There'll be cameras, so just keep an eye out for people walking around. And now for some comedy to warm you up, Mikey Barnett. And then she stood in front of me on a walkie-talkie as I was trying to tell jokes, right? And I heard her going, yeah, oh yeah, we'll do that next. Yeah, we'll do that now. Yeah, we'll do that next. Yeah. Then she looked at me and went, nah, shite. Big shout out to Big Mick, Michael, who I met down there, listening to the podcast.
Right.
We went and got awful drunk
You took another
in a hotel in Dublin.
listener of the podcast and got them drunk.
He got me drunk.
Oh, it's okay.
Awful drunk. Angry drunk.
Oh, no.
Like, do you know who the fuck I am drunk?
Oh, no.
Right? Then the next day...
The Lurgan came out in you, basically.
The next day, I had to get the train from Dublin back to Lurgan to pick up my car, to drive back to Dublin and do warm up for a different TV show, right? Because car isn't paying for itself, right? And Conor Keys.
It was fun.
No, I'm not making this up. You won't believe me. I haven't told you this. You will not believe me, right? It's a roasting hot day. I'm on the Enterprise. Enterprise is packed, right? Now, you know when I'm hungover, a wee bit grumpy, anybody in public doing anything just fucks me off, right? So American tourists on the Enterprise from Dublin to Belfast, right? You're already getting twitchy,
I
right?
want to get myself comfortable here now.
So you hear all the I think it's Kayad Malafaltai, do all that shit, yeah. I might have a Gwyneth, right? All this fucking. I got on the train, thought I was being smart by entering the carriage from a different door. Then I realised that my seat was closer to the other door, but it was too late. So it was technically my fault. And this wee old American lady was trying to put her giant suitcase up into the overhead fucking storage rack. Very heavy suitcase that she clearly couldn't lift. And saw me and was like...
And then you volunteered to...
And I was like, all right, no, well. Now, obviously, there was a guy who gets that train more often than me because he was behind her going, there's no way that's going to fit, you stupid cunt. Right? So I'm putting this big bag up, getting them a seat. I'm sitting backwards. Not ideal. I'm not weird. I'm not one of those people who's like, I can't travel backwards.
What do you mean backwards?
Do you know people who can't go backwards in the train? No. You never met one of these cunts? You never met these cunts? Huh. No, I can't sit there. I can't travel backwards. I feel sick.
Oh, they have to face
They have to face forwards, right? Woman sat beside me, Connor. You're not going to believe this, right? Pulls her laptop out, and I see it comes up Zoom, And I was like, oh, I can't be sitting beside a Zoom meeting today.
She's not.
Cannot be sitting beside a Zoom meeting
not.
today, right? But I'm intrigued, so I'm looking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's a group for people to learn Irish songs. And I'm like, this cunt can't be teaching fucking singing lessons on a Zoom on a train today. This cunt cannot be fucking... And I'm just like...
I'm feeling that now. She didn't actually.
I'm getting... You wait till you hear this. Right? I'm getting fucking... Right? Zoom call starts and she goes, hello. And it's 5 deaf people on a Zoom call on a fucking train learning how to sing. And I had to sit beside that and not make fun of it.
Hold on. There.
I don't know. All I know is there was sign language in each other and it was something to do with Irish songs. And I heard her at one point going, no, I'm not going to sing him on the train. But then I was like, you're fucking lucky you're not going to sing, right? Then she pulled out smelly falafel sandwiches. A bag of dates. Who eats fucking dates?
Fucking. Oh, that's.
And then started knitting and had the audacity to say to me, could you move your arm? You're a bit too fucking big for that seat. And I was like, you fucking vegan deaf bastard, I says.
She didn't hear you, but.
Well, she wasn't deaf. She was. That's why, I think that's why she was able to teach them. But
so how was?
And it's just, I'm not making fun of deaf people. I just mean the complete and utter rage I was going through of being stuck on a fucking train, sweating, knowing all I was going to do was get in my car and drive straight back to Dublin with the world's worst hangover after down in my hole, and like fucking, and then
I'm still just lost at the teaching how to sing.
it's more a case of if you have a Zoom meeting, right? Fucking have a Zoom meeting when you're not getting the train.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Surely you would say to people, "Oh, I can't do a Zoom meeting there. I have to get a fucking train." It's like, do you know people that send voice notes on WhatsApp? Mm-hmm. Fuck off. Phone me or text me, right? Because see having to walk about a town like that, and you could be hearing about anything, and I fucking shit my pants. Drives me insane.
Yeah. I'm not. I do
That's
say
what
I
rant
have
over.
sent.
I didn't realize that rant. I didn't realize I would be the only person to be fuming angry about that until I've said it. Clearly, you're just like, why aren't you just more of a decent human being?
No, I'm not. I'm more annoyed at somebody who would, number one, bring out, well, a Zoom meeting, but then falafel and dates and then knitting. I'm actually just more amazed that you weren't on the front of Sunday World for killing a deaf person.
Well, this is exactly what I thought. Whenever I was like, should I take this woman to one side and go, listen, I don't know if you know, but you are the like the start of every documentary ever made about a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like a vegan singing teacher for the deaf who knits. You like that's your Netflix documentary material. And I'm a good person, and I would never hurt a fly. But somebody out there is going to see you and go, "That's the one."
Yeah.
And there's going to be interviews with your neighbours. She was such a lovely woman. She was always talking to the deaf. Like.
No, she was.
I swear to God, man, she was always giving it all that. I don't know what she was saying. Like. Do you know what I mean? There'll be some posh English lady from Belfast. Well, of course, I knew her for quite a long time. We met, first of all, at a rave. I was dancing, she was speaking. And... do you know what I mean? Well, then we cute ones. They're all sitting on a weird couch.
I know, you got to let that one. I was dancing.
Do you know them Netflix documentaries where like they're all sitting on a couch where you go, nobody lives in that house? That's nobody's house. Like,
yeah.
They're always sitting sort of forward with a cup. Like,
feeling so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I knew her for a very long time. And then, you know, like, she never knew a man. As far as I know, she never took a lover. Which made the whole thing very weird. And then it's like, well, then weird, do you know what I mean?
Graphics of falafel. And
yeah, it's always like fucking fading in. Netflix presents.
And knitting needles are in the title. Name. What would you call it? What would
Netflix
you call the
presents
show?
Who Choked That Fucking Date-Eating Knitting Cunt. Episode 1.
Have you heard about that murder? That's the name of it. That's what they would call it.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that murder?
Death on your doorstep. A suspicious death? Sorry.
Death becomes her.
Death becomes here. Here and now, but here spelled teacher. No, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Also, I'm just realized that's a very specific woman.
It could probably very narrow it down a lot.
Sorry, you were lovely, and to be honest with you, I do quite like falafel, but it was the dates. The dates is the only bit that really pissed me off when I really think about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
But in general, no. Here's the thing. No, hold on. Were the headphones involved? Like you weren't here in the Zoom meeting?
I had headphones on.
No, but what did she have? Or
Aye,
was the whole...
But you could hear, if I took my headphones off, I could hear her talking.
You could hear her talking, but you couldn't hear them, so
Aye.
at least she had her... Okay, I wasn't...
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
because
it's
I have
also-
been on a... Like, this new craze now of... and it seems to be younger people do it, of being on a bus or something and then just playing their music loud through the phone.
Get headphones, or I'd rip your fucking
I
head
swear
off.
to God, I was like,
It drives me
why
insane.
have you not got headphones? No, I can block it out, but I'm thinking, if I didn't have my headphones with me today, I'd have to listen to your
See, that's my
music
because
the
I'm
whole day.
because I've got I don't know if I have ADHD or not, right? I know people keep laughing every time I say, "Do you think I have it?" People go, "Yes," but I do have a weird thing. If I pick up on a sound in a public, I can't hear anything else.
Okay, yeah.
So you could be telling me one of your deepest, darkest secrets, and if I hear like she's the main, that's all I'm going to hear,
Yeah.
and I'll be trying to focus on
Don't
what
know
you're
if
saying.
that's ADHD.
Is that going to be autism? Isn't it?
Don't know. There's almost like a wee OCD thing.
So we
there.
want on them. You can't have ADHD, OCD, and autism at the same time, can you?
Yeah.
Is that why my house is so untidy? But I want to clean it, but I can't focus.
It's a thought that counts. Yeah.
Yeah. I looked at it like, this is disgusting. I'm going to do fuck all about it. And then I'm obsessed about the fact that it's dirty, but I don't do anything because I can't focus. Jesus.
Well, I do know it does exist because obviously Ruby has all those conditions, so that's all in the one wee nice lucky bag that she got. She got the whole lot, boy.
That's fucking...
It's great.
But how do you... And not being flippant, how do you diagnose that with... And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's so many. There's tests.
Aye.
There is an ADHD test, which we should do with you.
Do you want off the credit? We'll do it
We
next
should.
week.
We genuinely should. We could
You do it now, or do you need to print it out? Or
No,
something?
you need to print it out. That's a score. I think it's a
I can't
score out
focus
of
on that.
30.
Fuck that. That's too much. I'll have
The
to
only thing
back
is,
my
then the only if you did get diagnosed with ADHD, you'd have to start taking ADHD medication.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, but I mean that would be the thing that would solve it. But then, as we know from the likes of Tom Binge, you might end up downloading child porn.
It's more a case of I've taken ADHD medication on a recreational basis and it did fuck all. Well, say fuck all. I got my emails done. No, because I've been talking a little bit because it's very popular now. A lot of people now are really
Well, I wouldn't say
adults.
popular,
No,
but-
but there's a lot. I'm seeing a lot more people, especially
It's not a fad.
no,
like.
but especially in the arts, there's a lot more people who are trying to get diagnosed and really.
Yeah.
And I've thought to myself, what?
No, I just thought of something recently. Of just, do you ever meet somebody or know somebody who's a cunt? Right?
I see him every day when I brush my teeth.
Have always been a cunt,
Oh.
right? And then they're just cunty.
Just cunty people.
Just cunty people. Just cunty people. And then recently, I seen a certain person in action and just being a cunt. And then somebody else made excuses for them and went, well, they're neurodiverse.
I think we were talking about this before. Weren't we?
Oh, are they? Really? Another way for saying you're a cunt.
No.
There are neurodiverse people out there, obviously. But sometimes there are people
Just
who
cunts.
just take the wee label
Yeah.
to try and excuse their terrible behaviour.
Well, there's that, but then there's also I'm seeing a lot of people in stand-up, especially, that are trying to get diagnosed with ADHD because
What do you mean trying to? Do they want to get
it's hard to get diagnosed because, especially
No, but I mean, do they want to get it?
yeah, they want to
So they want to have it as like as a label or something?
no,
Do
they
have
want to fucking figure out if they're fucking.
Oh, right,
ADHD.
okay. I thought you meant they wanted like a fucking into the disability category.
No,
or
no, no.
fucking-
They're just
right,
literally
okay, right.
because one of the things about because I've thought about it quite a bit is ADHD. There's a lot, and I definitely have certain traits of it. Like yesterday, I had to do a bunch of emails. Right, it took me 20 minutes yesterday. It took me a week to do it, which is one of the big sort of
Signs of-
ADHD things.
signs
Yeah,
of
'Cause you do
laziness.
this weird. Well, that's the thing. So it's like, and this is where I start getting into the thing of like, okay, is it because there's a lot of symptoms of ADHD that I go, oh no, the life of a stand-up just mirrors the symptom.
That's the thing. You see, it could be.
Do you know what I mean? It's
the
just
way
completely
you're-
you've a mad routine.
And you've got yourself into that routine that you need to think about clearing space for an email.
Yeah. Or I've got ADHD.
Or you fuck all through your time.
Or a fucking you don't know me. You don't know I'm sitting in the house panicking about an email, huh? You know I'm sitting in the house going, what the fuck am I going to say to that? We're trying to get to the Edinburgh Festival for 6 months and still haven't been able to do it.
Got that.
Don't. If you've got tickets, that take them back. In fact, that's the best way to do it. If you bought tickets to see me in Edinburgh, fucking refund them, and I won't have to do it
I didn't want to do it.
because that's the expense.
Serious money.
It's
in fairness.
ridiculous. I'm disgusted at it.
Doesn't justify the need for it. Hence the reason why I'm not going.
Never be back. Never darken the door of the place. That's it.
That's it.
Edinburgh. Fuck off.
We'll just do a Belfast fucking fringe. That's what we'll do.
No, we'll not do that. Fuck up.
It'll be half a day.
But tickets are available for the Waterfront and the Millennium Forum and fucking...
That's right there in October. Yes, October
Yeah,
13th.
I completely forgot there. Also, guess who's doing the fucking Fela?
Oh, I seen.
Up the Fela.
I seen that now. I thought, Jesus, I'll make fucking...
Finally having a daft in West Belfast paying off, huh?
I'm fucking right.
Apart from getting all them free taxis. Not anymore, obviously.
Clearly forgot about his partner in crime, but...
I don't know how to do the booking, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've heard that before.
Not my fault. You know what I'm saying? You're running about with Colin Murphy anyway. I thought Colin Murphy's your partner in crime. You're your best friend. Oh, me and Murphy and Kiwis. Oh, me and Murphy. Oh, me and Colin Murphy. Oh, me and Murphy. Murphy show some crack, hey. I'm telling you, hey. That Murphy fella's some crack, hey.
Why am I all of a sudden from Donegal?
Why? You're telling me.
Fucking hell.
In your Ralph Lauren shirt.
Speaking of Donegal, I went to the B Shannon. Ballyshannon fucking...
You were down at Rory Gallagher Festival?
Gallagher. Oh, sir. Seeing that weather. That just reminded me of festivals I haven't been since the dreaded 2009 episode.
Black Eyed Peas that year?
Yeah.
Wasn't your fault.
Unbelievable, yeah. And really, I'd lost touch with the guitar solo, Mick. But my fuck, I found it again. There were some 4-minute guitar solos in that fucking
4-minute guitar
Like,
solos? I'd be bored shitless.
There was just, I was like in awe, like fucking drilling, watching them, like some fantastic guitar playing.
I'd say there'd be a wild bit of drink tucked down the old Ballyshannon Rory Gallagher Festival now.
Wild bit of drink.
And
It wouldn't even like. It's such a great setup because the weather obviously makes everything because it's outside. But you're just going to buy an off-light. You're just buying cans. So it's the cheapest weekend you'll have, and you're in the street watching great music, fucking drinking tins. It's fucking deadly. I was steaming on the Friday evening, €25. It was fucking great.
Because I went down to that, I think it must be 10 years ago, I think it was about 26.
Right.
I remember me and my mate were sleeping in a tent in a fella's back garden. And I can't remember which one of us forgot the sleeping bag. But we were that cold, we were like, let's just not tell anybody. And like spooned, like fuck, like shivering. I remember at one point rolling over because it was like, oh, it's a wee bit fucking, we're getting a wee bit too close here. And I rolled over and then woke up again and he was like up my t-shirt. Don't let me go, lad, I'm fucking foundered.
What do we have to say? Well, I went full baller and bought a fucking glamping fucking yurt.
Aye.
Big massive fucking teepee thing. And the air mattress went flat on me.
Story of my life. I suppose at your age it just starts to happen, doesn't
It
it?
just happens. But and as soon as I tell people that, they go, well, I'm not surprised. And I'm like, no, hadn't lay on it yet.
Oh, right.
It was flat by the time I got back that night. I was like, oh,
Just give her a
I'd
couple
lie
of
on the
pumps.
ground. That's what no one had to pump. So then the guy came the next day and he was, I'm so sorry about it, I'm so sorry. And he replaced the mattress, pumped it up. I was like, great man. Came back Saturday night, flat again. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
I reckon somebody's breaking into your yard.
Somebody was in on badness. And then there were 2 New Zealand girls next door.
Hold on, bro. How's it going? Would you like to see my tots?
New Zealand?
That's how they talk in New Zealand?
No, that's South Africa you're talking
No,
about.
that was fucking New Zealand.
Oh, was it? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to Mordor, mate. Would you like to see my tots?
Yeah. Oh, there's New Zealand. Yeah. And
Dude, I can't do accents.
they
Are you going, bro?
2 very attractive females.
They got tots.
Uh,
You like to see our tots?
they've got psoriasis or something. You know what? Oh,
Fuck, where should
and
I went now?
so no. So the problem is then, as you know, of age, when you're of a certain age, you know, this is what I realised festivals maybe aren't for me because I'm needing to piss 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night, and the toilets were so far away. I was doing the wee, behind a tent thing. That was grand, but then I had to come walking out, and on the Friday night, wee bit steaming, I go into the girls' tent. Right. Now, the only...
Get out of our tent, you can see our tots. Were they like that?
Oh, they were like, what the fuck?
Hey, boy,
The good-
get out the
The only saving grace for them was that, obviously when you're in the tent and you hear a zip opening and there's a net to be,
Aye.
they had time to prepare. And I just plowed the head in and they went, next one up, mate. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry. And I got out, I got all freaked. I was like, what? Like they might think I genuinely was trying to
Aye.
get it. And then the next morning, they'd all come out of the tent, and I was like, I am so sorry. And we laughed, and I was like, thank fuck for that. She goes, no, we can laugh, but it's okay. And I was like, fucking hell.
Did you add them on Facebook or anything, or Instagram or anything? Or?
No, well, I took a photograph when we were sleeping, but then I went out.
That's disgusting. I got on the wrong tent one time at Oxygen.
And I was so, you know, it's amazing how thoughts enter your head so quickly, right? Even in that moment. So I
Speak
opened
for
it.
yourself.
I opened the zip, right? And I knew the other two boys that were with me, and I was like, who the fuck owns the DMs? As I was still going through the,
Aye.
I mean, I could see you said it, and it still didn't click. There weren't, so yeah. That was good. Nearly on the sex offenders register.
Did
but
you see anything or?
No.
That's good. Good.
It took me
Good.
3-4 minutes to get my head back out again, just to sort of wait. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Sorry, girls.
Sorry.
Oh, he's back to sleep. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible.
That is terrible.
That's the worst show we've made.
But yeah, they're really nice. And fair play to them, they were making their
What do you
way.
bet it coming, mate? It happens all the time, bro.
Yeah.
People come in all the time trying to see our tots and our pajamas. Don't worry about it, mate.
They were going around Ireland for music festivals.
We're going
Doing-
around Ireland for music festivals, mate. It's all good. Yeah, she has tots. I have tots.
See, I used to work with some of
You
New
have
Zealand,
tots?
and they don't talk like that. South
you-
African people do.
No, I don't think she's from New Zealand at all.
Did you have
No,
diplomatic,
South African people.
diplomatic immunity?
South
No?
African people. No, South African people are like, I would tell you what to do if you see my tits.
No.
I mean, yeah.
African people.
I.
South Africans are a wee bit different.
You'd
Because
have.
they've got that Dutch.
I think
that,
you'll, I think
that
you'll
old
find.
Dutch thing.
I think you'll find 26 plus 6 equals 1 everywhere, and we're all Africans.
Well, that is true. Yeah. The motherland.
Ni hao.
I seen a thing one time.
Do you know what my problem is today? I know what my problem is today. I've been watching The American Office flat out for the last 3 days, and now I'm either getting on like Dwight Schrute or fucking Michael Scott.
Oh,
I know that is actually in my behavioural
Yeah.
fucking computer at the minute. I'm like, how can I make this awkward, and how can I make this sound so violent that it isn't real? And that's the way I've been talking for 2 days.
Excellent.
Is that weird that it happens to me? That's what happens when you live on your own. You get fucking weirder. I'm definitely starting to get. Did I tell you about the wee man doesn't like me? Have I told you about this?
No.
I don't know why I'm obsessed, Connor.
Okay.
Right? There's a wee man works in a shop in Lurgan. Right? He doesn't like me. And I don't know why. Right?
Okay. How long has this been?
I would say a good 2 years now.
Right.
Right? Now, initially, I thought it was because I just thought he was a grumpy man. Mm-hmm. Thought he fucking. Just a wee grumpy man works in a shop. Fair enough. That's his prerogative. I've been in the shop several times now. And I just noticed subtle changes. Do you know what I mean? You're going, right, thank you, all the best now, next. Straight like that. Right?
Coldly.
Seen him walking down the street the other day by himself. Fucking smiling.
At you?
No, just to
Oh,
himself.
just like, no, I
So I'm
mean-
like, that's not a grumpy wee man. It's a very happy man. Fucking hates me. And because I live on my own, and I've nobody to go, don't worry about it. I'm sure he doesn't even know who you are. I'm now thinking to myself, should I go into this shop and be all here? Do you not like me or something?
Here's the thing. This is what the reality is. You wouldn't be able to sleep right if you thought he didn't like you.
I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I thought I'd done something to make him not like me.
Yeah.
If he just didn't like me, fair enough. But if it's my
You'd
fault,
still try and
I'd-
fucking bring him around. Like,
yeah, 100%.
he'd be going and going, "Well, hello.
Meow. Hey, Bobby.
Is this butter on offer?
Do you think we could get along? I spilt the milk. Clean up aisle me.
Give me one of those vapes unless you've got something I could suck
Yeah.
on.
Does it come in zucchini flavor? Is that what you call them? No. What do you call them?
Well, there are aubergines here.
Aubergines. Sorry.
No, is it? Courgette,
Courgette.
and then a zucchini, and then aubergine and eggplant. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying,
Cucumber, just go with cucumber.
do you mind if I suck your cock? I really want you to like me. You see, I have a Suki here and a Suki here. What if I told you that I'll give you a Suki? Maybe that's why he doesn't. But then what if it turns out he thinks I'm gay and he's a massive homophobe?
Oh, that could be.
And I have to
Well,
fucking.
that'll be all right then.
Do we have to flip? No, but then I have to immediately flip out of it because I'm still obsessed. I want him to like me.
No, fuck that. If
Maybe
he's a
I'll-
homophobe, you just
yeah,
why, do you
married
want
man or what, lad?
why do you want him to like if he's homophobe?
I can't help it.
Fuck him.
Just saying.
Just take a cock out and slap on his forehead. Just
I wouldn't reach, man.
that'll be assault, wouldn't it?
He's still got one of them COVID screens in the shop too. You never get mine through it.
Just be.
You poke it through the wee hole like in the post office. Smash your head off that real quick. Just real quick. Just headbutt that, you cunt.
I never thought about the COVID screens being a glory hole before, but now that's the
Connor. It's, the whole point of a glory hole is you don't know who it is. A COVID screen is that's the opposite of a glory
Very
hole.
opposite,
That's like
yeah,
when a dog tries to get into the house. It's all like it's not a glory hole. If anything, it's a shame hole. I want you to see how ugly I am while I put my dick through this. A glory hole, the idea is a dick comes through and you go, who could it be?
Yeah. Look at that is glorious.
That's, oh my god, this is fantastic. This could be
I
anybody.
assume that's why it's called a glory hole. Because oh my god, that's glorious.
No, I think it's because you've either call it if it's not called a glory hole, they have to call it a put your dick in this hole.
Yeah,
They have to give it some sort of name.
we catch you one.
Do you know what I mean? Like a Prince Albert, they can't call that a fucking urethra snapper.
No, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? A two-way pisser? No, no one's going to get it done. Prince Albert? Oh, royalty. Do you know what I mean? Splinter dick? Not doing it. Glory hole? Up for it.
Very true. Splinter dick.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Boys. You would need sandpaper now. You
You need a masking tape on the edge of it.
Especially
And everything. Especially that old chipboard stuff in cubicles.
Fuck, aye. Well, MDF and the balls.
Jesus, sir, you cut the ribbons. Cut the ribbons, hey. Oh, like sucking a corn in the cob with the dents in it. Jesus, no, not at all. No, not at all. I wouldn't be at it myself.
No.
I want to know where mine's going. You don't really. Would you?
I don't know. See, first of all, physics would come into play.
That's what you're about to say.
I wouldn't get it through that far.
Aye, you'd have to sort of.
I would. Well, I don't know what I would have to do. There would have to be a ledge, maybe.
Maybe you stand on the cistern.
Yeah.
And then
like I would need a
sort of,
ledge.
sort of drop it in under.
If I could set the belly on the ledge and there's wee holders under the ledge. You know, so there's like a curve,
Well,
like a
do you know
curve,
what? I mean,
like a curve
you
there.
You could do it in a way where you stand up and put your belly on top of the cubicle, and then the glory hole's higher up.
Oh, that would be great.
So the lady or gentleman in the next cubicle,
Like I'm showering, just fucking.
they can just go for it like that, and then your belly will bunch up, so you still can't see. If anything, you are a glory hole.
I probably am. I would
Walking
say
glory hole.
it's quite glorious to be inside me.
Why would you say that? It wouldn't
Just
be.
assume.
It wouldn't be. I can tell you by looking at you, it wouldn't be.
I'm a very warm person. Like.
I also know with the amount of crisps you eat, and I know that they're pickled onion. I know that if you
No,
go,
I'm not
if
allowed
you-
picking on you. Only like.
exactly, because you went up, that's not glorious, is it?
Well,
It's going to smell like a jar of brine.
You might. Well, but is there anything wrong with a cock smelling like beef space shooters? Tell me that.
I'm pretty sure it's syphilis. Yeah, pretty sure they have a name for it.
Right.
Does your cock smell like beef? Are you sure it's not your hand smells like beef? Are you sure you're not just smelling crisps off your hand?
No. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. I might have been.
That would explain the crumbs, I suppose.
Aye, they got caught. Aye, well, that's it. Did you ever come in an empty crisp bag? Did you ever do that? But like as a teenager, like no.
No. What?
Do you know what the worst part about it is? Do you know if you haven't taken out all the flavouring?
No, fuck
Do you know the bottom corner?
No, fuck up 1 second. The worst part, like there's a pro side to this.
Have you never been stuck with no receptacle?
Man, here's the thing. It flies out of you. Just kick it dirt over it.
No. Jesus, no.
What flavour crisp? What kind? It was Bikers, wasn't it? Tell me it was a Bikers.
No. Well, that's the problem. So the flavour is at the bottom, and if you don't get your finger right into the corner of the bag,
Yeah, I understand how crisps work.
yeah.
I don't.
But
I
if you
still
don't take
understand.
that out, that's hitting the tip of your knob. Do you know what I mean? So then you have what smells like cheese and onion dick, but it actually is just cheese and onion dick. It's not.
But it was salt and vinegar crisp, so it's your own fault.
Oh, it probably are.
You wouldn't do that with fucking roast beef and mustard, would you? Packet of Brannigans? Jesus Christ.
Oh no, chili heat wave and them fucking things. Oh. There's Bernie boy, Bernie.
When you come, it's like that bit when the fucking xenomorph bleeds an alien. It's going through the floor. It's going to hit the hull.
It's melting.
That's fucking rank. Right? Let's go to Patreon and answer some questions. Hopefully not talk so much fucking shit. Did you ever comment on what age were you when that happened?
It was teenage years, like. Mm-hmm. Aye. Like it's just one. Did it ever? You're probably like 5 years difference than us, so you remember. But like, there's times when like if you didn't have the Daily Star for Tit Watch, right? Mm-hmm. and you didn't know when tits were going to appear on TV, right? And then all of a sudden they appeared. You don't have time to run to get, so you just slice the crisps and then just.
I had a Snapchat memory. Do you know what I mean? I'd
Snapchat?
like Kate Winslet Titanic straight away. I could just bring it up, boom.
Oh no! I don't have the imagination capacity. I can still. I'm thinking of them now, but it wouldn't be enough to no.
Kate Winslet Titanic, or there's another one. Lisa Boyle, her name was.
Right.
Sounds like a girl from around here, but she was a softcore sort of porn actress.
Right.
The Channel 5 sort of porn era. I remember one very fondly.
Excellent.
Worked every time.
Do they still do tit watching the Daily Star?
I don't know, man, because that's a Protestant paper and we wouldn't have it in the house.
Oh, right, okay.
I know they didn't do it in the Irish News. Very hard to wank over the fucking obituaries.
No.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Not impossible now, but very hard.
Very hard.
Do you know what I mean?
Easier to do over the wake section.
Aye. McKeever, John, loving son.
You know there's going to be a John McKeever out there. Like. You know you could have picked a more random fucking name. Like.
Tell you what, not anymore there isn't. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. Hope you enjoy the new studio. We'll talk to you next week. All the hairy chest and bust of luck. Bye.